So I've been through several past PBL or project-based learning training in the past that my district has provided for me, and I feel like it just always touched the surface or of what project-based learning really is, and I was really left with, okay, well, how do I implement that in my classroom? What does that really look on a day-to-day basis? And do I have support if I do try this? And this week, actually immersing myself in PBL and having the support from new tech trainers, I feel like everything's really clicked for me. And I feel like I wish I had had this training first and then perhaps some of the other trainings, because that would have allowed me time after this week to really fully develop a project with some one-on-one coaching and one-on-one help. I also think that other conferences and other conventions have a lot of just direct instruction where you're scrambling to find a good workshop or resource to go to, and you're sitting there with a million other people kind of huddled over their laptop frantically trying to take notes about whatever the speaker is talking about. It wasn't like that this week, and because New Tech really practices what they preach with project-based learning, and they actually put us in a project to learn from, I didn't really have to take that many notes. I feel like the enduring understandings are going to stay with me 10 years from now, and I really understood the material. I understand now how to implement a successful project in my classroom. I understand how to build school culture, and I feel confident that Central Coast New Tech is going to rock. At first, when my director told me that we would be going to New Schools training, I had no idea what that was. So, I hopped online and checked it out a little bit, and it said that, really brief, that they were going to be walking us through a real-life project, a PBL project, to teach us basically how to open a successful new tech school in our area. And this week was that and more. Not only did I get the chance to be a student and wear my student hat and really immerse myself in a humanities project, to see exactly what my students are going to be going through next year, to kind of get that empathy and as a teacher, and it really helps me to learn the way that I'm going to be teaching. So with project-based learning, we weren't being talked at during all of the workshops this week. We were really immersed in the projects, and in fact, in Lee's workshop on meaningful workshops yesterday that I went to, I actually got the chance to participate as one of her students in a mini workshop that she did on immigration. And I was thinking about how many of the other conferences that I've been to in the past, it's a lot of just being talked at and having to take endless notes to really look back on and reflect. And this week I found myself not having to do that, because the beauty of PBL, you go through it and you remember it, and you remember those enduring understandings, you remember the big picture. And I'm confident that when I get into my classroom this fall, I'm going to remember the tips and tricks and all of the important things that I'm learning here this week.